Hi guys, welcome back to JANEtalks. I hope you're having a great week. I got a little sun this weekend. I got to do a chance to do some riding, so that was a great thing. I really enjoyed that just by myself. Toured around the Niagara region a little bit, and my nose got burnt anyway, so I have raccoon eyes when I take my glasses off, but oh well, whatever. I had fun. The weekend was a challenge, I'll say that. It just seemed like there was a lot of thinking, there was a lot of things that happened, there was a lot of instances that made me think, I guess I would say. And I read something this morning that really clicked with me, and it was talking about the lenses that we view ourselves by or with. And it was talking about how for some people image and appearance can become the dominant consideration, and so that kind of leads to hypocrisy that undermines personal security and intrinsic worth. And I think what really stuck out to me about that was we have either ideas that we impose on ourselves or that we perceive others expect of us, or if we belong to an organization or a group, we take on their practices and procedures and programs and policies and all that kind of stuff too. And not that that's a bad thing, but when it becomes an issue of keeping up an image or appearance, that's where to me it's a problem, because you're missing the whole point of what it actually means. And that's been a very big struggle for me, and not in a bad way. Like, I think sometimes things happen that make us think, and that's a really good thing. So I would say that my experiences in regards to that has been a good thing, because it makes me think. And the next part of that thought that I just mentioned, it was talking about having a principle-centered view. And it was talking about what we hold important to us, and then what that makes us live our lives according to, and how we view, when we put on the lenses to deal with life as it comes, how that affects how we view the issues that come, like family, friends, finances, fitness, faith, all those things. And I think that one thing that I've really struggled with is, am I a good person? And I know that the people that are closest to me say without hesitation, well, of course you are. Of course you're a good person. And I feel like I have to get to the point where I know, yes, you're a good person. I live with me. I know what my thoughts are. I know what my, deepest, darkest secrets are. And the principle-centered thing made me think as well, because I know who I am in that way too. And in order to live to my full potential and to be the best me I can be, I have to firmly believe and take a stand for my beliefs. And I think that whatever has made me forget all of those things, not really forget, but whatever has clouded my knowledge of who I am and where I'm going, I think that those are the things that help everything fall into place, if that makes sense. And I think what I mean by that mostly is just in order to live to your potential and the best you that you can be, there's many different facets to it. And as soon as you stop comparing yourself by what your perceptions are or what you think you should be, and be what you want to be, everything will fall into place, including whatever hurts or fears or challenges or mind blocks that you have that's holding you back from where you want to be. So I hope that made sense. I feel like I'm a little bit... There was so much thought this weekend in so many different ways, and not that it was a bad thing, it was just very overwhelming and very oppressive. And it's been hard for me to rise above it, I guess I'll say. It's been hard for me to put things into perspective and remember that there's things that I don't have control over. And so what I do have control over is everything that is in my circle of influence. And right now, that's me and what I'm doing and where I'm going and who I want to be. And that doesn't mean that I'm self-centered, because that was another part of what I read too. It said about self-centered people and how it's all about them. And I was thinking, well, is it? Like, is that what I'm, always trying to figure me out? And when I thought about that a little further, I realized that, yes, I am trying to put me back together, but I'm trying to put me back remembering who I am too, as far as what makes me happy and what I want to do, i.e., I like to help other people and I like to listen to people and all of those things. I'm not just expecting everything to be handed to me on a silver platter, if that makes sense. I think sometimes when I think of things and when I try to put myself first in a way, it's hard for me because it sounds so selfish to me. But I honestly believe, and I've said it to others, you need to take time for you. And when I think back over the last 4 years since I've kind of struck out on my own with the children, I haven't had time to do so. I haven't had time for me to put myself first, and I'm trying to change that. I'm so thankful for my early morning walks, and then my half an hour with my cup of coffee and my book, and having time to just write in my gratitude journal. And I am trying to do things, and I'm afraid this is going to sound selfish, but I think there needs to be more. I think there needs to be, I was talking with one of my friends recently about boundaries. There needs to be boundaries with my friends, boundaries with my children, boundaries with my family. And that's okay, and that's a healthy and good thing. So I guess that's what I'll be working on. Sometimes I get so tired, and honestly, I know that that's really the way I feel right now. I'm just exhausted. I'm so tired. I'm tired of feeling like I give and give, and feeling like I get taken for granted, and feeling like I get put last. And I'm certain that we all feel that way sometimes. I'm certain of it. And that's not a bad thing. I think that sometimes we just need the downtimes, and we do need to reevaluate and maybe add some boundaries, and take some time for us. I don't want to change the giving and giving. That makes me happy, genuinely happy. But it's also okay for me to sometimes just, I need something back. I need something too. And it's okay to voice that. Nobody knows that. Nobody's a mind reader. So anyway, if you've got any suggestions for me on what I should do, leave a note. Talk to you next week.